When temperatures drop below freezing, millions of stray dogs around the world face a terrifying reality most of us never see. Their paws crack and bleed on frozen pavement. Their bodies burn precious calories just trying to stay warm. Their organs begin shutting down one by one. Every winter, thousands of street dogs freeze to death in silence, hidden in alleyways and under bridges, waiting for a warmth that never comes. But some survive. Against all odds, some make it through the coldest nights. This is the science of how extreme cold affects stray dogs and the surprising truth about what actually saves them. This video has touched millions of hearts around the world. If it touches yours, please take a moment to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. We would love to know where you are watching from, so drop your country in the comments below. Now, let us begin. The first thing extreme cold attacks is a dog's extremities. Ears, paws, and tails have less coverage and blood flow than the rest of the body. When temperatures plunge, a dog's circulatory system automatically redirects blood toward vital organs, leaving these extremities vulnerable. Frostbite can set in within 30 minutes of exposure. The tissue dies, ears turn black, paw pads crack open, tails become necrotic and eventually fall off. Stray dogs in cold climates often bear permanent scars from winters they barely survived. But frostbite is only the beginning. The greater threat is hypothermia. A dog's normal body temperature ranges between 100 and 102 degrees Fahrenheit. When that temperature drops below 99 degrees, hypothermia begins. The dog becomes lethargic, muscles stiffen, heart rate slows. Below 90 degrees, organs start failing. The kidneys shut down first, then the liver. Finally, the heart stops beating entirely. Stray dogs have no heated homes to escape into. They have no blankets, no warm meals, no humans checking on them. They must survive using only what evolution gave them and what kindness they might encounter. The question is, what actually makes the difference between life and death? The first factor is body mass. Larger dogs survive cold better than smaller ones. Their bodies retain heat more efficiently, and they have greater fat reserves to burn for warmth. A Great Dane has significantly better odds in a blizzard than a Chihuahua. This is why, in extremely cold regions, stray dog populations tend to consist of larger breeds and mixed breeds with substantial body mass. Smaller dogs simply do not survive long enough to reproduce. The second factor is shelter. Any barrier between a dog and the elements can mean survival. Stray dogs instinctively seek out locations that block wind and trap body heat. Spaces under cars, inside dumpster enclosures, beneath abandoned buildings, and inside drainage pipes become life-saving refuges. The difference between sleeping in open air and sleeping behind a single wall can be the difference between waking up and never waking up. The third factor is food. Calories are heat. A dog's metabolism generates warmth by burning energy. Stray dogs in winter need significantly more food than in summer just to maintain body temperature. Those who find consistent food sources, whether from garbage, human feeders, or hunting, have dramatically higher survival rates. Those who cannot find enough calories slowly freeze from the inside out, their bodies consuming muscle and organ tissue in a desperate attempt to generate heat. The fourth factor, and perhaps the most powerful, is human intervention. Across the world, ordinary people save countless stray dogs every winter through simple acts of compassion. A bowl of warm food left outside a shop, a cardboard box lined with old blankets placed in an alley, a garage door left slightly open on the coldest nights. These small gestures, invisible to most, are the reason many street dogs see another spring. In Istanbul, Turkey, a city famous for its stray dog population, winter brings remarkable displays of community care. Shop owners place water bowls on heated mats to prevent freezing. Subway stations open their doors to dogs seeking warmth. Citizens organize feeding routes through the coldest neighborhoods. The city understands something fundamental. These dogs belong to everyone, and everyone shares responsibility for their survival. In Russia, where winter temperatures regularly plunge to minus 30 degrees, stray dogs have developed an extraordinary survival strategy. They have learned to ride the subway system. Each morning, certain dogs board trains in the outer suburbs and ride to the city center, where food is more abundant. Each evening, they return. Scientists have documented this behavior for decades. The dogs have memorized station names by announcement, recognize their stops, and navigate transfers with stunning accuracy. Evolution and necessity have transformed them into urban survivors. But not every stray survives through luck or learned behavior. Some survive because one person decided they mattered. In every cold city, there are individuals who dedicate winter nights to searching for dogs in danger. They carry blankets, emergency heat packs, and food. They check the same spots repeatedly. They build insulated shelters from plastic bins and straw. They do not wait for organizations or governments. They simply act. These people rarely receive recognition. They work in darkness, in freezing temperatures, spending their own money on animals nobody owns. They find dogs whose paws are frozen to metal grates and carefully free them with warm water. They discover puppies huddled together for warmth and rush them to emergency care. They hold dying dogs in their arms so those dogs do not spend their final moments alone. The truth about what saves stray dogs in extreme cold is not complicated. It is food, shelter, and love. The first two can come from anyone willing to take 5 minutes and a few dollars. The third requires something deeper. It requires seeing these animals not as nuisances or problems, but as living beings experiencing cold and hunger and fear exactly as we would. Winter will come again. Temperatures will drop. Millions of stray dogs will face another season of survival. Some will make it, some will not, but every single one of us has the power to shift those odds. One warm meal, one simple shelter, one moment of compassion at a time. If this video touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe. And if winter is approaching where you live, consider leaving out water, food, or a warm shelter for the strays in your neighborhood. You might never see the dog whose life you save, but that dog will know. They always know.